Welcome to Coaching with Zoom. This is going to be a breakdown on body language. So in this video, I want to really take it from the top of the head all the way down to our feet, and I will be giving you one powerful metaphor which will change your entire perspective about how body language should be. Alright, so the first thing we know, the basics of body language. We know about power posing, which the more open you are, the more confident and attractive and more respectable you seem. So basically that's just being able to lengthen and widen. So lengthen in terms of your height. So if you want to, that's why people tend to wear more high heels, pumps in their shoes to appear taller. And widen in terms of that, we tend to wear vests. The reason the suit is made is so we have that V-taper, right? So we need to be aware of these things. So power posing, what it really does is it makes us kind of imitate the feelings of winning. So when you win a competition, we always feel like opening our body language up because it's more relaxed, because it's more open. So the first thing about the head is the smile, okay? We can't smile so much that it looks weird with cheesy forced smile, where we're always like, that's not gonna work. So what we need to do is we need to have a slight grin, a slight smirk or a grin, not in a way that seems creepy, but we have to do it in a way which seems like, okay, this guy's having a pretty good day, and that they're probably thinking something or a new idea. It has to be like that. So that's the first thing. Don't force smiling, but smiling in a way always is a great way to redefine your body language, and smiling will actually make you happier as a byproduct. So that's the first thing. The second thing is the limbs. So your limbs cannot be touching. If your limbs are touching constantly or you're fidgeting, what you need to do is put a check on it. And the way that I've done this for myself is I'm a fidgeter. I love to fidget with things, so I've gotten myself these rings, and what these rings do is I can actually spin them, as you see. So now I've found a way for me to use my fidgeting so that it doesn't look like fidgeting anymore. It looks like I am just relaxed, or I'm finding a self-soothing method which isn't really strange or concerning people in terms of my own inner workings or anxiety. You see, so that's one thing. No fidgeting. Another thing that we need to notice is that we have to have an upright back, and because we live in a generation where we have smartphones and we have computers, we always tend to hunch down. We have rounded shoulders, and that's not our faults, of course. It's because we are always working on the computer like this. We're looking at our smartphones. So there's definitely a problem with our shoulder area. Doing shoulder exercises will improve this, and also figuring out a way that you maintain this is imagining that there is a balloon or a flotation device. I'm going to get into the metaphor of this later, but the flotation device is attached to the top of your spinal cord. Most people think that our spine ends right here, but actually it's on the top of our heads. So reminding ourselves that, wait, my spine ends here, that we can finally find a way to really realign our spine. That rhymed because I'm a rapper. Alright, so the next thing is chest open and out. And this can't be exaggerated or comic, but it should be in a way like, alright, I'm a superhero today. Not in a way that's exaggerated, I'm going to save the day, but it's just a way of, okay, I put on my cape, this is my start to the day, I'm here, I'm ready. That's how it should feel when you're exiting your house or your room or wherever. It should feel like, all right, I'm ready for this. I'm ready to take on the day. I'm ready to master the day so that I can master my life. So that's one thing. The other thing that you have to be is, you have to be more natural in terms of your feet. So in terms of your feet, they should be shoulder width apart, and they should be pointing outwards and not inwards, or finding a way. We always tend to cross our legs, and we find a way to do that. When we're sitting down especially, we can put our hand over here, we can rest, we can put it on the back of our heads. This is especially more applicable to males listening to this. However, females can do this too, in terms of really expanding their confidence, or if they want to be portrayed as powerful in their workforce and things like that. So understanding these powerful body language gestures will really help you. Now I'm coming down to my metaphor. So what the metaphor is that imagine that your life is inside of a swimming pool. Now bear with me here, this might seem a little bit weird, but what happens is when we're in a swimming pool, we tend to move a lot slower. So our arms are weighed down by the water, so we don't feel that sense of anxious tenseness that we need to turn around immediately when someone calls our name. If someone calls our name, we don't go. In a swimming pool, we have to go like that because the water, you see, is weighing us down. So if you think of your life and your body language as if you were in a swimming pool, you'll naturally float more, you'll naturally open yourself out more to stay afloat. And if you take this metaphor with you, and not in a weird way, obviously, you don't want to be doing backstrokes and stuff in life. However, you have to understand that this is such a powerful tool that has worked for me. And if you are interested in this, follow me on my social media. Instagram is at that_life all together. And you will notice that a lot of the content that I put together is going to benefit you in this terms of this way. If you do want to coach with me, obviously, hit me up on my website, www.coachingwithsoom.com, and I will be seeing you in another video. I hope this helped you. I hope this helped you gain a different perspective with a fresh new pair of eyes so that you can go out there and crush the day. Thank you for listening. Have an amazing day.